should have been fair.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pen to Paper Podcast. I'm your host, Stace Lloyd, along with your host, Samuel Wright. Samuel, how you doing today?
I'm good, brother. How you feeling, man? Happy Easter.
Good, man. Yes, happy Easter. Happy Easter. I forgot that it was Easter weekend. Now that we both have children, I'm having to learn the holidays because I do not care about holidays at all. But now we have to care about holidays. So I've been doing Halloween, I've been doing Christmas, Easter, whatever it is, we've been doing it. How was your weekend this weekend, Sam?
It was very action packed, man. You know, I know it was Easter weekend. I didn't get to get my Easter egg hunt, Sam, but did time with the family, man, and just trying to make sure that the little one was okay, man. You know, they got a little bug going around, so I was trying to make sure she was good. So
yeah, absolutely. We did this. We had to go through our little ER hiccup this weekend with the virus with our oldest one because she's starting to go to daycare. So parent stuff, man. But we're not gonna bore the people with our dad talk because it could get very, very boring and mundane. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pen to Paper Podcast. Make sure you follow us on YouTube and on all of our socials. That's the Pen to Paper Podcast. The socials have been doing well. We're on Threads, we're on Instagram, and we're on YouTube, Sam, and it's been a lot of engagement. We've been seeing everyone. We've actually been pulling topics and also collaborating with other podcasters because I do want to see other podcasters on this show, Sam, and I want us to go sit on some on other people's podcasts. What you think about that?
I can't wait to do it, man. I think it's only right, and that's why, like you were saying, that's why I want to big up some of the other shows that are doing their thing and talking about the culture, representing like we are. And yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah. Do you want to big some up by name?
Oh, I got a shout out to Brian Valmont, man. His Valtown brand is a really good one. He just completed his first season of his podcast where he really just focused on people in the culture, and rap culture and in hip hop culture who were major figures in the underworld. That's really one of my favorite ones. So Brian Valmont has one of my favorite podcasts. That's definitely, I think it's the Infamy Pod is what it's called. That's one of my favorites.
I'm gonna check it out.
That's one of my.
I look at a lot of hip hop media, a lot of hip hop entertainment. I do look at some like Neil deGrasse Tyson, every now and then. But a good show that I came across is Cypher Sound show, Pay Your Friends. I thought that was a great show, a new piece of content that I seen. So yeah, man, dissecting media as we make media, Sam. That's what we do.
For sure, man. And there's a lot of going on in media that, needs to be addressed. So, the big one, of course, has been Jay-Z, man. He's been on everybody's brain for the last 2 weeks. So,
Yeah. With the insert of Kanye West entering the conversation, that's an Easter egg. So we haven't got there yet. Me and Sam have not spoke about Kanye and how we're going to address Kanye, or if we're going to address Kanye.
I'm glad that you mentioned that because it's kind of hard to talk about one without talking about the other at this point. But I mentioned Kanye, you mentioned Kanye and Jay-Z is ironic because, everybody knows Jay's having a 2-day concert at the Yankee Stadium. Kanye was supposed to have a concert that same weekend. J. Cole started his concert that weekend too, man.
Yep.
That Jay ticket was probably the hottest in the city, man. I know my younger brother was trying to get a ticket. And the bots, man, they didn't stop a lot of people from getting theirs, man. So
yeah, what show did he try to get?
He was trying to get the Blueprint show, but that
nice
deal. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the one. That's the one for everyone. The one for everyone.
I was trying to get the Reasonable Doubt one, just everybody wanted the Blueprint one, but when it was a pre-order and everything, I was like, oh, this is gonna be like the Nike drops, man. You're not getting in those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Nah, I feel you. Well, since no one's going to the show and it was sold out in a couple of minutes, let's have the conversation on who will win the stream. So yeah, Sam, I was like, who's going to win the stream? Jay-Z? Everybody's going to be at home trying to watch this concert, and we don't even know if Jay-Z is going to stream the concert yet. So who are you thinking is going to win the stream, or have you even thought about watching the concert live from home?
I definitely thought about it, man. There's just no way that a 30th anniversary doesn't have this thing being streamed because there's no way all be there. And be honest, man, when I look at the success of what the pop out was for Kendrick and them being colleagues. I just can't see Amazon not being like a major contender in this situation. There's no way Amazon doesn't get that consideration. They got a track record of already doing, live music with artists. How do you not go with Amazon? You know what I mean?
I definitely think Amazon is a good pick, but I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring for Netflix. Netflix has just started doing live events. They've done live events throughout. I think they started around holiday time of last year into this year, but they haven't had a hip hop show yet. They have not had a concert, so I'm thinking Netflix will be the one. They are the juggernauts in the media space right now. They've been grabbing up everything, so it'll be interesting to see Jay-Z do business with, or Roc Nation do business with, a Netflix.
That would be dope to see. And I mean, it kind of makes sense in one sense, because not only are we thinking about what they've done with boxing, but now you got, the Black Effect pod, that whole network is over there. So
yeah,
it would make sense. But I also, in my mind, I'm looking at that might be crowded territory. Not saying Jay isn't Jay or Roc Nation, but going into that space to stream it, considering how Netflix bandwidth sometimes is, how they had some issues with some live streams where I think that could be a thing that Jay might also be thinking about. And I think with Amazon, I might be thinking international. I'm not saying Netflix ain't international, but Amazon international, bro.
Did Netflix stream Beyonce?
Coachella? Man, that's a good question. Yeah, it was.
Which one was crashing real bad? Which show was crashing real bad?
Now you got to make me dig on that. I don't think they streamed.
I think it was Netflix, but we don't have the information. We're just going through it. But yeah, so that makes sense, Sam. I think that's the route. I don't think no choice is a bad choice. I just think it's a money game moving forward. Who's going to put up the bag to pay to get Jay-Z on all 3 nights or one night. I do think Roots Picnic will be a separate stream. I think they'll have their own situation. So we're really talking about just that Jay-Z stretch.
You should have been fair.